So we're gonna continue on doing our face part, but this time it's gonna be how our face looks underneath our mask. So our beautiful faces when they're smiling and not covered by a piece of cloth. So we wanna do the shape of our face. So right here, where this middle fold is, you can see right here, that's where our face is gonna stop. So nothing is gonna go in this part just yet. So if you wanna watch me first so you don't get confused, the first little mark I'm gonna do is a little curve right here in the middle, because this is where our chin's gonna be. So try to find the middle, exactly in the middle where you can. And then from where we did our headlines last week, remember we did this line right here where the top of our head is? You're gonna keep following it all the way down. So it's that same line that's next to our ear. So you see our ears right here? So I'm just gonna very gently bring it all the way down. Now our lines may not be perfect, but in art I love using feathery kind of sketchy lines when you're not going at once, but you're kind of doing these beautiful bunch of little tiny lines to try to connect it at the bottom. There, I have my head shape. And obviously when we open this, we only see half of our ear. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the ear underneath this. Just a little tiny ears. And then I'm also gonna do kind of up here underneath what this other fold is. How you can see I did my glasses here, so I have to finish them as well. I'm gonna wait a second to do that though, and do first my nose. So this is kind of just symbolizing that your nose is right there. It's just a little line. I don't know if I like that curve though. I might do it the other way actually. Since I have glasses on, I'm gonna have it sit on my nose. So instead I'm gonna do a line, a curved line that's pointing down instead of up. If you like the other way, you can keep it that way. I'm gonna do it this way just because I have my glasses sitting on my nose. And right now it kind of looks like I have a really high up smile, but that's gonna be my nose. And if you did do glasses or anything on your eyes like that, I would go ahead and finish that too. Add the design on the bottom like that. So it's not half finished and I don't forget about this later. Okay, my glasses are done. I have my little nose. Now we're gonna start on our smile. So this is gonna be up to you if you wanna do either a big kind of open smile or if you like just keeping your mouth closed. I always like doing really big smiles. So I'm gonna go from one point, kind of like right under my eye, and go all the way to the other side to kind of where the other eye points down there. Maybe I'm gonna move mine up actually a little bit. I did mine too low. And see, even I always make mistakes and I always gotta go back and fix my stuff. Okay, so that's my smile. But it's not done because I wanna do a really big obnoxious smile. So I am going to go from one corner and draw another curve that connects to the other side. Kind of looks like a banana, sort of. Now she's smiling really big. I'll finish the mouth and then I'll pause for a couple seconds so you guys can keep up. So since I have my mouth kind of open like a big smile, I'm gonna show the top of my teeth And I'm also gonna add like a little peek of my tongue, kind of like just in there, sort of like peeking out a little bit. So I'm gonna go and add another curved line, ooh, which is actually perfect because I can still see my first line that I erased. And I'm just gonna add it in again, like that. Do a couple little lines. Now remember, if you wanna add your own kind of funky details, maybe you have some missing teeth and you wanna just do a couple teeth, maybe you wanna color one in, like you have a missing tooth that you just recently lost, you could do that. I'm just keeping all of my teeth in. And then if you want to show both, like maybe even a couple at the bottom, or maybe you just want to keep your mouth closed and just do lips, you can too. And then for my tongue, it's going to be kind of like a sideways 3. There, she's looking super cute already. So our face is pretty much done up until this point. The only little detail that I'm gonna add is just a slight little line underneath my bottom lip to show where my chin is. And it's just gonna be not too big, just a little line like that. Cute. And we're getting very close to being done with our head. Now, what we're missing, oh yeah, the neck. Obviously, we look like a floating face right now. Let's just do the neck part, sort of just like how we did at the bottom. So I'm gonna add the one curve. Remember, it's not, don't do it so straight. Do it more of a slight curve. Curve like that. Another curve like that. We got our neck part. And I'm also gonna add a slight little collar showing like where my shirt would be, but we're not gonna be drawing our whole shirt. So we basically are gonna be floating heads for right now on this, because we don't wanna add too much down here at this bottom part. I feel like something is missing still. Oh, my hair. I didn't even finish my hair because when I closed it, you can see my long hair on the front part. You see like the lines going behind my back. But here, I need to finish drawing it too. So I kind of have pretty short hair. I'm just gonna continue my line pretty much up until a little below my collar. So I'm gonna show you for this bottom area what exactly you're gonna do. So before we start sharpening and coloring as our last step, you're gonna find words that describe you personally. So what's something about you that you can put into a couple of words? So for example, this one that I had done, I did goofy, I did the word playful, quirky is a big word for me. I feel like that really describes me a lot. Sweet. So just think of a couple words that can describe you that you can write down in this middle part. Now, if you want, actually, I'll keep that right there. You can do your lettering like this, or if you do know how to do bubble letters, I would suggest maybe doing one big one in bubble letters that really describes you, but if that's too hard, don't worry about it. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the word creative. I think creative really describes me. So think of 4 words that you can kind of spread out. If one doesn't really fit over here, you can put it on this second flap, but don't do anything on this flap and don't do anything on this bottom flap, only these 2. So go ahead, you can start adding your words down. I'm gonna add, I think silly is a great word for me. Creative, like I said. And I'm gonna make this one in bubble letters the best that I can. Now, I've been doing bubble letters for a long time, so I get pretty good at just adding it in how it is without doing all of the necessary steps to make bubble letters. But I don't want you guys to stress out if you don't really know how to do bubble letters. Because normally what you would do is go around your letter to cover it up. Active. I'm not sure if this is an actual word, but I'm going to use the word lovey just because I'm very, oh no, I guess I could just use loving. Loving is a good word for me. So I'm going to do loving, kind of coming all the way down. And one more word before I finish this. Of course, this is always one of the words that I fall back to, is artsy. So I'm going to stop right there. We didn't get to finish this all the way, and I really want to do the sharpening and the coloring part together. So this is where you should stop. Make sure you have all your words. Make sure your portrait is done, the mask part. If you want to even add a couple more decorations, you can. I did like stuff that described sweet. I did hearts and designs I wanted to. And then next class, we'll take the time to just trace it together, have a relaxing day of just coloring it and finishing it, because I really want to be on camera when we all finish this and we can share it together.